Please subscribe to Hidden Truth.
The girlfriend of the 34-year-old gym instructor who was murdered at Tantra Hill some days ago has opened up about the incident in an exclusive interview. The woman we choose to call Ikia said she felt a shadow over the window and drew her boyfriend's attention to it before the three men struggled with him and overpowered him and shot him. She described how she tried effortlessly to stop the bleeding when the gunmen left, but to no avail. Let's now listen to Ikia, who's clarified that she's not married and has been divorced for almost 8 years.
I got up and grabbed my cane and told Steve, I just saw somebody at the window, peeping inside the window. At that time, what I was thinking is like, since there are boys in there, maybe somebody was just trying to, being a bad boy to see what is going on in the room, So I said, won't you go and check? He didn't answer me. He said, I think that is just a cat because there is some cat here who has been moved. And so I saw a human being. So I took my cane and I was going. He said, please. And he said, where are you going? Go back. And I went to I was standing there by the bed. And I saw him grabbing a kitchen knife. He put everything down, grab a kitchen knife. And so I went on the bed because for me, for my mind, as I said, it's just somebody trying to. And the timing too, it never crossed my mind that an armed robber can be around at that time because it was around 12:31 thereabout. So I heard, the next thing I heard is a key crack. Then at the same time, who is that in Chi? I heard that noise. Then it's like somebody he opened the door. Then somebody at the same time tried to push, and then he pushed back. Then at the same time I heard the gunshot. Then he screaming, they shot me. He said, hey, they shot me. Then as he's talking like that with his hand on his chest, they pushed him in with the gun on him. So as I also heard, I also ran through, coming towards him. As I heard his, and they came and meet me with the gun, one on me and one on him, and another person. They pushed me back on the bed. While he was sitting, they had the gun on him with the other hand sitting on the bed. So they said, where are the phone? And I gave them my phone. They said, where is the second one? I had to look for it in the bed because Little put his own on the bed with the bed sheet has gone on it, so I had to look for it and give it to them. Where is the money? We were not having any money in the house. It's just some money little left on the TV table. That one, I think they have seen it and taken it before. It's like some 100 Ghana with some coins there. So I quickly, since I was scared, I said, please come and check. So I was just throwing everything out of the wardrobe for them to be sure that there is nothing, threw everything out. Then they were convinced that there is no money, so they left him there and walk out. Then I grabbed this bed sheet and tried to press on the wood for him not to bleed. I was lost. I didn't know. I was screaming for help. Then I don't also want to leave the bed sheet and go and be banging on the door. But at the time I have to just leave it and go and bang at the door. Then they walk back inside with the gun on my head. Will you shut up? Because maybe they are feeling like I'm going to alert the other people. And they remove the key out of the door. By that time I was even hearing them in the other rooms. In the other room talking, the same way they were doing, I was hearing them even walking. I heard even they brought somebody to open his car. There was a small car to open. Whose car is it? They were asking somebody whose car is this. So when I heard that one, I went back to the hall to try to lock the door. And I saw that there is that metal thing that lock the door up. So I lock it up there. So at that time, I heard somebody coming to shake the door, but they couldn't open it at that time. So I didn't hear anybody again. Then I was there, still hearing them moving around, doing things, talking, calling even each other. I heard this name, Awuro. Then at the time I was still pressing the thing on him, but since they are there, I don't know. I didn't know. I can't open the door to. Don't know. So I was with him, and then at the time, that was like about 15 minutes past, get to 20 minutes. He's suffering. Then I saw that the blood was leaking through his back on the floor, and it wasn't. I noticed it wasn't small. I got panic, and I started screaming again, screaming. Then after like about 30 minutes, then he just got up, like just stand up flat once. Then the blood just flew like you know when they take water hole, the blood just came out. I got so scared, and then he started hitting everything in his blood. The blood was. At that time, I got so scared. I ran back to the hall and was knocking at the door, knocking. I wasn't hearing it. Nobody was coming. The neighbors were not coming. So I thought that for me, they are also scared. They are in the room hearing me. I was so desperate, and I was saying, "Oh, and I can't help. I can't do anything." And I was, at least let me take him to the hospital.
The chilling account there by the girlfriend of this man who died a couple of days ago. But she's been given some professional advice, and it's on the backdrop of that story of the murdered gym instructor, whose girlfriend has been speaking to my colleague Martha Krenzel Aqua. She joins us via Zoom with more information from the police. Hello, Martha. Great to have you here. What's the police saying about this incident?
And so the police, informally, when I spoke to the police, they tell me they would like us to focus on what the issues are. For instance, there is a murder being investigated. Okay. It's not about whether a woman was married or was not married. Now it's established that the woman was not married. Okay. And nobody has come forth anyway to the police to claim that the woman is his wife or otherwise. And so the focus is now on getting the people, the three men that the woman said she saw, who may have carried out this heinous crime, to answer. Now, the woman didn't look at anybody's face, because you know it's advised that when people like that come to your house, it's better you don't keep eye contact, because when they get the feeling that you are looking at them so well so you can describe them, they may take you out. So it's better for you to keep your eyes low. And that is what she did all along. She listened to everything they said. She actually heard a name. She's not sure whether it's a name of any of them, Awuru. Throughout the conversation, she overheard them mention Awuru. So we don't know whether Awuru is one of them or it's a code name they came up with in this operation. Now, I was listening into what Aku was saying, Aku Hefron. And yesterday, in my encounter with a woman, I came back very sad because she's not speaking much. She's bottling everything inside, and she's not eating. And for the first time, I think yesterday, she was able to drive her car. She can't drive. So in the evening, I tried to check on her, and she can't sleep. She says when darkness starts falling, she feels like this whole thing is going to happen all over again because it happened at night. So she's actually afraid, but she's keeping it all to herself. She's not gotten any professional help yet. We are trying to get her help so that she can at least speak with a professional and then share what she's feeling and get counseling accordingly so she can recover. And when she is speaking, you can feel the pain of reliving seeing a loved one being killed in front of you. And you know, when she describes how the blood started oozing out, initially she thought she was stopping the blood from coming out with the bed sheet. But at some point, she said she had to let go when she saw a pool of blood drain from behind her. It's like, where is this coming from? The same blood I'm trying to stop. So the victim, deceased, actually got up in a manner she didn't expect and started turning around and screaming, Jesus save me, Jesus save me. And the blood was just oozing out. She described it as opening a water hose, the way the blood pumps. That's how the blood was pumping out. And after he had turned for a while, he went down and the struggle ended. And so she just quelled herself into the corner because she wasn't sure whether touching him again will mean he will get up again. So she just thought, okay, he's passed out. Maybe he's in coma. Maybe when someone takes him to the hospital, he will be fine. So when he heard the voice of the police officers and they came in and they asked, are you okay? He said, I am not okay. Somebody is dying in front of me and asking me if I am not okay, out of frustration. Because for the 45 minutes that the whole drama unfolded, she was hoping they would allow her to even take him to the hospital and get him help. But that didn't happen.
Really graphic story there, Martha. And I think you may also need some psychological help and in doing this story because sometimes as journalists we feed off the emotions of the people we talk to. But thank you so much for bringing this story and also working to get help for this woman who is dismissing the rumors that she's married. She's been divorced for 8 years and was the girlfriend of this gym instructor who has been murdered.